Okay, so good morning, Gary. Now I'm doing the part C of assessment one, analysis of AI generated lesson plan. Before I start, I will do the acknowledgement of AI use. I use Gemini 3 AI to generate the lesson plan for Year 12 Chinese First Language VC lesson, and I use output as a critic and reflect how the AI tool could be used to improve the teaching. And here's a curriculum I choose from is from VCAA, Chinese First Language, Area of Study 1 within the Unit 3. So for the later presentation, I will just use AOS for the area of study. And let's take a look at AI generated content here. Generally good job, but not for the learning context here. So according to the outcome one, student be able to present, exchange information, opinions, experiences, and respond to the questions. Not quite for the oral presentation, because this one is kind of the part of the unit 3, yes, but it's not for the AOS one. And for the expressing ideas, well, I think AI just paraphrase out the quite important information and experience is these two factors here. I think these three factors, they are interconnected with each other. So the opinions kind of like student think about the information they learn from outside world and their how they perceive the life experiences within themselves, like inside their world. So I think these three words are worth to introducing to the student. Like, okay, so class, you can use all the three to express your ideas and respond to the questions. So it's not quite good for the paraphrase here. And for the topic choose, pretty good because the technology is in the list. For the teaching content, not quite good because these two codes I didn't find them in the curriculum. Maybe AI just made them up. We have to be careful with them made up content. And for the learning goals, quite well, but not for the oral presentation. Again, part of unit 3, not part for the not focus of the AOS one. And for the high level vocabulary using here, well, is for the writing unit in the Chinese first language, not quite for the oral one, the unit 3 especially. And rhetorical devices is really surprised me because that's how we talk in Chinese. We use a lot of rhetorical devices in debate or when we argue to others. And for this one, I think maybe AI could just link back to the technology topic or oral skills and curriculum more here, not just the informative cultural patterns of the Chinese culture. And for this one here, that's a disaster here. So kind of totally out of track. So the key text here, I think it can be the key knowledge introduction or the key skills introduction. It's kind of like structures, useful structures, vocabularies, expressions, links and sequence ideas, information in spoken or written exchange, kind of like this. Not just kind of like the digital socialization short clips. That's pretty vague and not quite linked to the topic. And for resources, just ignore this. I think maybe useful films, books, links, YouTube links, Bilibili links can be really useful to introduce the students or just using in the class to show students what is a good debate in Chinese. And differentiation, quite tricky here because we don't have the clear cutoff for the students, their oral skills or oral abilities to argue, persuade, or debate. And for the assessment, ongoing feedback, I don't quite get it. And the mini presentation, again, maybe part of the unit 3, but not for the AOS 1. Still, the discussion should be the core of the AOS 1. And the accuracy of formal register and strength of the rebuttal, yeah, kind of closer to the key skills here. So it can be more specific as a part of the assessment, how we assess students in the formal SAC. And here is class lesson plan generated by the Gemini 3. I think it's not quite good. It's kind of like the idea salad, and it's no clear approach. Like, is that student-centered, teacher-centered, dynamic? Is that just no clear topic? Yes, it just mentioned about the phone using, but nothing else. Nowhere, just never talk about it in somewhere else. And to ideal, just assume it's a good flow. No clear task. If you don't have the clear approach and topic, how do you have the task? And for the modification, I think emotional hook can be really useful. According to Quinn, the emotional hook, I think it can be good. It can be really good for the students, our targeting students, international students. Do they ever feel homesick? So when you feel homesick, how do you relieve it? So they can, they can just link back the technology, the phone, the WeChat, the Facebook, the FaceTime. And by using these and by using the hook, students have the opinion, have the thoughts, because they are the audience we have in the topic. And we can just get them paired or group them to brainstorm and to generate the ideas, opinions, and then we can later send them to the role play or bigger group activities like debate. Here's the modified one. We have the hook in introduction, and we have the smaller group activities. Just example for the argument, does not be necessary be these two. And then as a facilitator, we gather all the information, send them in the debate. Still, the debate is just an example here. And for the assessment part, as teachers, we don't have to emphasize who win or who lose. It's more about technique use and key skills, key knowledge assigned in the curriculum. Thank you for listening.